Hello everyone! Welcome back. Welcome freaking back. As you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, we are obviously talking about spring break essentials that you need as a reader. It's spring break for most of us, so let's talk about things that you actually need as a reader for spring break. So, first of all, as a reader, for spring break, depending on if you're driving, riding, or getting on a plane, you are going to want reading supplies, right? You're going to want your books, you're going to want your Kindles. With those books and Kindles, that's like the basic necessities as a reader, is your books and your Kindles. Now, this is where we get into the nitty-gritty of things, the things that are actually essential for your reading, okay? First of all, don't forget your book lights. Don't forget book lights, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to be so sad whenever you get to this place that you're staying at and you have a really horrible lighting in your bedroom and you can't read before bed because you decided to read a physical book and not your Kindle. So I would highly recommend that you bring your book lights. With your Kindles, you're going to want your Kindle chargers. You'll want, if you have them, page turners. You're going to want your Kindle stands. You're going to want pretty much basic necessities. I say necessities like it's necessary as a reader. The little fun things that you like to add to your reading. For me, I like to read before bed, but I don't like to hold my Kindle because I'm trying to fall asleep. So I don't like to have to use more muscle than I need to. So I have a Kindle stand and a page turner. So that's... Oh no, that was Shawno. Those things that make reading just a little bit more enjoyable for bedtime, I would highly, highly recommend you bring those, because without them, you're going to feel really upset about it because you're not going to be able to live comfortably while you're trying to fall asleep. You're not going to be able to do any of that, and that's just no fun. It literally just causes so many issues whenever you're not getting comfortable before bed. I'm speaking from experience. Bring your Kindle holders and your page turners. You'll regret it if you don't. Now, another thing that is not necessarily a necessity, you're going to want to bring some book merch. You're going to want to bring some Bookish merch so that whenever you're going out for spring break, whenever you're going to the shops, or say that you're at the beach and you just need a quick cover up, I would highly recommend getting some book merch so that whenever you're going out on the beach or you're going out on those errands, you can throw on some book merch and find some more book friends while you're out and about in a different area. I think that's such a fun thing about having book merch and having things like that, because you really do kind of get to meet people that you don't feel like you would ever talk to whenever you're out in public. Because for me personally, I have met people out in public where they've had on like a Valaris t-shirt or a Biscayeth sweatshirt, and I'm like, I immediately go up to them and I'm like, I love those books. You know what I mean? So it just gives you the opportunity to meet new people just by having that book merch. Now, another thing that I would highly recommend is whenever you're bringing physical books to the beach, make sure that you're just like kind of understanding that they're going to probably end up water damaged. They're going to have some water damage. Prepare yourself mentally. Just prepare yourself. Whenever I go to the beach, I immediately, whenever I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this book with me, I know that I'm going to come home with some wrinkled pages, and that's okay. That's okay. I call them beach scars or ocean scars or pool scars or vacation scars, literally whatever you want to call them. I highly recommend though that you mentally prepare yourself to accidentally damage a book or two, because it's just inevitable. And then just, if you're older, I don't want to say old because I don't want to call myself old. If you're older like me and your eyesight is getting pretty shit, I would recommend bringing your reading glasses. Don't forget those. Those are something that are like, it's one thing that's so easy to forget. I have forgotten my reading glasses before, and I mean, as much as I got over it, did I have headaches by the end of the day? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Now, whenever I say bringing books and bringing your Kindles, I do say books as a collection of them, okay? I'm not talking about one singular, I am talking about plural. Bring multiple books because you never know how quickly you're going to get through a book. You never know if you're going to end up hating a book and wanting to get, like, just not read that one at all. And then you really don't want to have to go pay those tourist town prices for books, because I'm telling you right now, as much as they say that they don't, those bookstores and those touristy areas will charge a little bit extra for those books because they know that they're going to get people. So I would highly recommend bringing just a conglomeration of book choices, because you could end up in a situation, I hope you don't, but you could end up in a situation where you're not really enjoying your book at the moment, and that's just really crap whenever you don't have another choice to pick from, which is why I usually bring like 3 physical books, and then I also bring my Kindle. That's usually whatever I pack whenever I'm going on vacations, like really short, like week vacations. Usually packing 3 books, my book light, my Kindle charger. I'm bringing obviously bookmark because that's kind of what my entire closet consists of at this point, especially my comfy clothes are all like bookmark. So yeah, I know this is another short video. It's getting to that point of the year where, you know what? I'm kind of just preparing you guys to get ready for the spring. I'm kind of just hoping to help you guys dip your toes into hopefully not freezing cold ocean water, and like, because for me personally, I live right next to a lake but looks like an ocean. So it kind of, whenever it's all nice and sunny out, you get gaslit, and then you dip your toe into the water and it's freezing. I really hope this entire portion of this video is completely off rails. I'm really hoping to prepare you guys for your spring breaks. I'm hoping to help you guys get ready for this time of the year. Honestly, I'm not going to give you guys book recommendations in this video in particular, because the next video that comes out, the video for Saturday, you're hearing me right, the video on Saturday is going to be a list of books that I would highly recommend that you read for the spring, and books that I want to read for the spring. It is literally the best time of the year, the time of the year where you get to bring books to the ocean, you get to bring books on vacation, and you get to just like, I don't know, not have responsibilities for a little bit, and it's just so much more enjoyable whenever you don't have to try to remember what you need to bring. So let's do a little wraparound. I'm going to write everything that you need as a reader for spring break so that I can give you a list, so hold on. Okay, I've got my list for you. So for spring break, you are going to want 2 to 3 physical books that you do not mind getting water damaged or just damaged in general from travel. That is where I'm going to do a shameless plug. If you guys don't know, I have my own website where I crochet things. This one has only 1 book in it at the moment, but this is one of my vertical book sleeves that are available on my website. I hate whenever my books get damaged, so I usually try to keep my books whenever I'm traveling in a bag like this so that they don't get as damaged as they possibly could have. So that's a little shameless plug for you. Then you're going to want your book lights. Don't forget them, because sometimes you do end up in a situation where your room that you're sleeping in has horrible lighting, and then you're gonna be really sad. Bring your book lights. Then don't forget your Kindles, because sometimes those physical books aren't hitting, and Kindles have everything. With the Kindles, don't forget your Kindle chargers. Don't forget your Kindle chargers. That is tragic. Okay? Now, this is where it gets kind of not necessary, but to make reading just a little bit more enjoyable. Bring your Kindle stands, bring your page turners. You're really gonna want them. If you have them, you're gonna want them. Bring bookmarks. Don't forget your bookmarks. Bring like 2 because I usually end up losing one. I don't know if you're like me, I'm horrible with bookmarks. Bring like 2 bookmarks. Bring book merch so that you can meet new people on the beach. That's always such a fun thing about book merch. I know I've already said it in this video, but book merch is such a fun thing to have. And then don't forget your annotation supplies. If you annotate your books, literally put it all in a bag and just bring the whole thing. Be that person, and you know what? It's okay. Be that person. Be that person. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment downstairs. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.